Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. We got Bushmills, Black Bush, Irish whiskey.
Boom and bad driving, bad driving.
Let's test it.
Test it! All right, Bruno, first of all, we got Bushmills Black Bush Irish whiskey.
Yep.
Supposed to have a hint of sherry, maybe? Because it says aged in sherry.
Aged in sherry casks.
Finished?
Finished. No, it says matured to perfection.
Ooh, perfection.
Perfection in sherry casks.
And not all Irish whiskeys, but which this is, but this one is triple distilled as well.
I have to point out, too, my shirt. You can't see it. I'm sitting too low, but this is a stormtrooper relaxing in a pool.
It's like Scotch Trooper.
Scotch Trooper. Scotch Trooper right there.
In the pool. Mine is a little genre mixing. So we got a little Dark Side of the Moon / Avengers. Bam.
Nice. And that's from...
Ripped.
Ripped
Apparel. They're t-shirts that come up for 24 hours. If
Are they sending you those t-shirts or something?
Nope.
You're not providing you with those? Are you advertising, pushing for them?
No, but it's a good little
like
service. I do. Well, sometimes they're weird, but what they do is they take two genres and they'll mix them together. So it's either they're stupid, and I would never pay money for them, but every once in a while they'll hit something that's in my wheelhouse, and I'll be like, hello. And their trick is, and it's also the heavy part, they email you every day. You get a brand new 24-hour limited edition chance to buy 3 t-shirts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you don't buy them, they're gone, and you may never get the chance to buy them again. Or they're even trickier. They'll come back 4 months later and go, top seller. Now you can buy it for $16 instead of 11. It's like, but I want that one because I missed it before. So that's what this is. Ripped, R-I-P-T. They don't give us anything. They need to send me promo shirts, but they don't. And this is like a shark koozie.
That's nice. That was a Kickstarter, wasn't it?
It was a Kickstarter. There was like this hippie dude that was knitting these things together or something and selling them. And he was so like free spirited and just like literally they hand wrote a note. I'll have to show it in a future deal where they're like, we love you. Thank you for backing us on Kickstarter. And if you ever need anybody to tell you that you're great, email me and I'll even call you. And I was like, what? But it was real over the top. I mean, there's like, they hand wrote messages on stuff. I mean, they just did.
We'll have to call them up when
it's
we're
called
recording.
Freakers. We
need to be told we are great.
The Freaker team.
Freaking
our dearest Bart. Congratulations, sir, with all these exclamation points. You've just been freaked. I hope it was good for you. I hope it was good for you, Bart. They named me. Thank you for all your support. We wouldn't be here without you. Freaking love you.
The freaking team.
The freaking team. Freaker. And they got like something in here, a heart or something. And then this is a freaker. They call these things freakers. We weren't even going
to go into that.
I know.
Just morph.
I morphed it.
You're like in a
future
episode, I'm going to do this,
that's
and then you do it.
Yeah, I do that in the board game world too. I'll be like in a little bit later, I'm going to explain this rule, and then I explain the rule. It's my own little quirk.
Yeah.
It's a quirk. I like that. A quirk.
Bushmills, Black Bush.
Quantum physics.
Redirected.
Quantum physics quirks.
Second bottle provided by Raster.
Woo! Raster.
Raster wanted us to try 2 of his go-to favorites, are the Jameson's Black Barrel that we reviewed.
Right. We got
then the Bushmills Black Bush.
Right.
So he paid for both bottles for us
because that moves it way up on the queue.
Yep, we're gonna. You buy us a bottle, we're gonna push it up.
Yeah,
get it done.
You're up in like usually if we can get it done a month, you'll probably get it because what'll happen is we get comments all the time. By the way, we love the comments and the thumbs. Please subscribe. But we'll get comments like, you need to review Jack Daniel's cask strength barrel, and we're like, yeah, we want to. We may even have already bought it ourselves. But a lot of times we'll be like, maybe in a year. And we'll get somebody that'll be a fan that says, hey, I want you to review this now. I'm buying it. And I'm going to buy it from your local store. Mm-hmm. Did I go too far? You're eyeballing me.
No.
You eyeballed me.
You're starting to drag on. Get going.
Am I dragging?
Come on, push.
Sorry, am I
push.
slow?
Let's go.
All right. So, boom. This is one of those bottles, and it moved it way up on the list. Thank you, Raster, because it also helps out the show. 40% ABV. What else? The sherry thing surprised me.
Or not distilled, but triple filtered, wasn't it?
It's triple distilled. Yeah, they distill it 3 times. Supposed to make it real pure.
I don't know how you do that.
They just run it through 3 times. Yeah, it's a third
I'm a
time.
dummy. I'm a distilling dummy.
Wow. Okay. I just know they run it through 3 times. Most people think all Irish whiskey's that way. That's not true, but it is one of their calling cards. So.
On the nose, I get a slight sherry coming through from the being aged to perfection in sherry casks. A little bit of maltiness and a honeyed sweetness.
All right. The first time I nosed this, in my notes, my first reaction was yuck. I'm just
Really?
telling you, yeah. Didn't like it, and it's odd to me. My first instinct was yuck, and then I came back in a little bit, still haven't added any water, and I got warm lemon cake with wet towels. No. I write down what I get.
Yeah.
Warm.
I don't think the nose is that bad. So yeah.
Warm lemon cake with wet towels. It's like got a musty scent to me, and that's what I didn't like. Yuck.
I get some almond and some oak.
God, I don't know if that's almond in there. There's something deeper. Definitely get a little oak, but I get, I've said it. Lemon cake with wet towels. The taste is going to be a little bit different for me too, so let's hear yours first.
I'm trying your angry chipmunk.
Circular breathing. I'm chewing it, and I'm circular breathing at the same time, and it really helps with bringing out the subtle flavors.
I just got like a lemon zest or even
Bingo.
a lemon cheesecake.
Yes.
Oh no, I have lemon peel in my notes.
That's good. That's
And
exactly.
I get powdered sugar, a citrus sweetness, that lemon peel, and a slight Irish sherry. Which I mean by that is I've noticed some of the Irish whiskeys that we've had that are sherried. It brings out different notes from the sherry. It's more of a floral, that passion fruit type sherry taste, and just a slight hint of that. Now, the Bushmills 16 we reviewed, it was very strong in that, and I didn't care for it. That passion fruit, that floral.
I'd kind
sherry.
of forgotten about that.
Yeah,
You're
that
right.
was Bushmills 16.
You're right. Yeah.
It's just a very slight hint of that present here.
I get tanginess. When I do that kind of circular breathing, I do get, you don't like that. When I do that, I get a little bit of that lemony cheesecake is definitely more.
It's an angry chipmunk face.
It may not be pretty, but it works for me for the tasting. I don't look cool on camera when I'm doing it.
Well,
but
someone
you know what? It's for the whiskey. Someone commented that I look like a whiskey chipmunk.
No. They said that I forget how they described yours, but it looked like I was checking my denture glue. And I go, what do you mean? I am checking my denture glue.
Double down, baby. I got tanginess. When I do that circular breathing, I get a little lemon cheesecake, and I get a caramel finish, but it's a flash in the pan. It's like caramel finish, gone. Just disappears on me. Let me add a little bit of water, because I got my notes with the water.
A little bit of vanilla.
Let me fist grab this thing here.
Yeah, man grab
Like a
it.
man
Put your
grab.
man grab on it.
Give you a gator, don't play.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
What was we going to reference? One of our other videos or something we did.
I don't even remember.
Oh no, it was the comments that were coming in from when I poured out the Knob Creek.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we was going to talk about though some driving habits
That's true.
that we have or you have, and driving habits of others. Just real quick.
Okay, well, we'll get into my tasting with the water, but yeah, here's the deal. Last month was a bad month for me driving my car. Twice I made a horrible driving maneuver that got me honked at, and it was totally me. The first time I'm honked at, my 9-year-old's mad at the honker.
Yeah.
And he's like, why is he honking? What's he thinking? I go, no, that's me.
Yeah.
I pulled out in front of him. I don't even know what I was thinking. Saw him coming, thought he was in another lane, yanked out right in front of him. He had to get on the brakes to keep from rear-ending me. and I had to give like the head down and the hey, it's in the deal.
That's me.
Yeah, full hand up on me, idiot driver here. And the boy was all ready to get into like, what's he honking at? And I'm like, nope, that's on me. and then like a week later, a busy intersection, I'm taking my time, and I'm seeing things are clear. It's in my wife's car. Part of the problem is I sit tall, that rearview mirror was blinding me. There was a car sitting in the lane wanting to turn in, and I pull out, and I had to like go all kamikaze into oncoming traffic, which they were far off, but I'm doing like this, like I'm driving at the office maneuver. And I'm all in, and he's like, oh, whoa. And my boy's like, what are you doing? I'm like, that car. Totally my fault again. I didn't even see him, and he's almost right in front of me. So there was some bad driving guilt. And the boy's telling the wife, Dad had a bad driving moment. I'm like, owned it. So that's the topic. You? Are you having...
Just a few weeks ago, I'm in the car with my boys, and there's this odd intersection by my folks' house where there's a quick trip. And they've got like 3 turn-ins for the quick trip, and then there's an intersection right there as well. So people are always jockeying for position in this turn lane.
And that's like a hub.
Yeah. And so I'm westbound. A car is eastbound. He's wanting to turn into the quick trip. I'm wanting to turn the opposite way. So I just shoot the gap. I mean, he was stopped. I was coming up. I saw my opportunity, and I took it. It really wasn't that flagrant or that bad. I mean, it's just that's the way that intersection is.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it, but one of my boys goes, Dad, that guy just flipped you off. And I'm just like, what? What was he flipping me off for?
He didn't like it.
Like but I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's the first thing you got to teach the kids is own your own mistakes, own them. And if somebody flips you off, there's no road rage. It's kind of like when we get, every once in a while, we get what I call a spunky commenter. And I love it. The first time you got one, you were like, hey, this guy called me a douche. And I'm like, yeah. I love those. All right. With the water, softens it down for me. But I've got a little bit of a problem. I believe at 40%, which let me confirm this is, I believe it is 40. I believe it's too diluted.
I put it on the board.
Oh, that's awesome. It's on the board. But I believe it's too diluted at 40%. This should be minimum 43. I would prefer it at 46. So adding the drop of water to open it up, I feel like it's already diluted too much, and I don't want to add any water. I put a little tiny drop here because that's where I'll get my flavor. The good thing is I get a little bit more flavor out of it, what I describe as a marmalade jelly. It gave me a little bit marmalade jelly, and that must be some of that sherry finish or sherry aging in it. Because I got a little bit of the fruit in there. I got it on the nose, and I get it on the taste. It still gives me that real nice caramel and vanilla notes. They're in the vanilla's in the background, and I got what I really found pleasant was a hint of coffee. Way at the end, I got a hint of coffee.
Yeah. Were you drinking coffee before you?
No, I had this late at night, so because that was what I was. Yeah, if it had been daytime,
I've been drinking coffee. Now I don't get coffee in it.
Well, I got to be careful. If I do the coffee, it'll actually deaden some of the flavors. But I get this little hint of the coffee, right, trailing out at the end, and I like that. So I like this with a drop of water. I believe the drop of water makes it more flavorful. I just wish the ABV had been higher because I feel like it's too diluted. And I don't like the nose on it at all. So do you have a score?
Yep, I put up 87.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know it's... Well,
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I like it.
81. I mean, it's got some redeeming qualities for me, but I'm not a fan.
Is it worth it? $28.
Not for me.
Yeah, probably not for you. I would say yes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for that price range, it's good.
I mean, this isn't a Knob Creek maple flavoring dump.
Smoked maple.
Smoked maple dump.
Knob Creek
Absolutely not. I would never throw this out. It's tasty. It's just not for me. I wouldn't buy it at that price.
I will tell you, Raster bought us this and then the Jameson's Black Barrel.
Yes.
And the Black Barrel is better.
Yeah. But here's
the Jameson's Black Barrel.
Right.
I did prefer the Jameson's Black Barrel, and it was $36. Side by side, I would go with the Jameson's. But if you had $28...
For you, it'd be great. For me, no. Now, here's one of the things that I find interesting on this. One thing we will always stay true to is our honest opinion. We will accept, obviously, bottles from fans that want to move things up on the review cycle. You want to have us review something, we don't have it yet, buy it. We've had distillers send us bottles for review before. That's great. We'll take that too, because there's some things we can't even buy here in Kansas. It's the only way we can get it. But we will always maintain our editorial privilege to give a honest and true opinion. If somebody said, hey, we're going to send you this $300 super limited, whatever, 600 super limited bottle for you to review, but it's got to be a good review, keep the bottle. I don't need it. And we'll always give you the true review. I don't care if I bought it, he bought it, Raster bought it, or a distiller sends us the bottle, you're going to get a straight review. Boom. So I just thought that needed to be said. Somebody asked us, how do we get all our bottles? Do we get any of them from the distillers? Yes, on occasion we do get some from distillers, and we get some from fans. So
the is it Google Plus? It's screwed up. I don't like it. I don't know how.
Google Plus is not very user friendly.
It's not user friendly.
Right. It needs to be streamlined.
We had someone left us. I was going to try to find it. I'm in my Google Plus page, but I can't even find this comment, so I don't know where it's at.
Okay.
But and I wish I could give you credit, whoever it was.
Maybe later. Maybe in the post notes you can add it in.
Yeah, if I can find it.
Right.
But they commented and they said, you guys should review more stuff that's off the beaten path, basically. Sure. A lot of people review the standards, the Dalmores, the Lagavulins, and that. Believe me, we'd love to.
I'd love to.
We're fairly limited, though, here in Kansas.
Yeah,
where we're at. We don't have access to a lot of the off the beaten path stuff.
My hope is that our popularity's been on this continual upward tick.
I don't know about yours. I think it's me.
It's my freakishness comes in somewhat. It's refreshing.
It's the angry chipmunk.
Okay, but our rise, we are continuing to rise. My hope is that, especially, I love all the craft distillers. I personally would love to see more of these small craft distillers send us things that we can review on the show. Does it help us out? Sure. But I want to get off the beaten path. I want to review stuff that most people can't get. When I travel, I will look to see if there's a craft distiller in my area, and I'll go in and buy something. I even went into the one, what was it? Everything's been moved around. Wiggle. When I was in Pittsburgh, I went to Wiggle. I bought a bottle of their bourbon. I'm forgetting his name. I want to say Wes. That's probably wrong.
That sounds right.
Okay, maybe it's Wes.
Right.
He started talking to me about, just bourbon, and I told him we had a show. He disappeared for a while. I think he went and looked up the show because he hadn't seen it. And he came out and said, thanks for buying that. I hope that's reviewed well on the show, but I want to give you this rye for review. This is a little review sample. Sorry, I'm referencing the bottle, but it gives me a rye review for the show. And I love that. And I actually ended up liking the rye more than the bourbon. So hopefully more of that continues because that's off the beaten path.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add? Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.